All right. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Okay, so today is Wednesday the 14th, and it is Content Marketing Day. It's very exciting. Um, so you were here last week, or maybe you weren't here last week. Last week we talked about content marketing and why you want to do it. And this is incredibly important. You never want to do something that you do not think will benefit your business. And if you don't think you're going to make money, why on earth would you do it? And I'm not talking about the hobbyist. I'm not talking about the person that is creating art. Their content is their art. And that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about today is content marketing for business. For you want to market you want to market online for the purpose of making money. You're not sending out a political or socio-religious message. You're putting out a message saying, hey, I have something of value, something that can solve your or one of your problems. Come and get it. Here you go. And the methodology is all over the place. But what I've really noticed about selling online is when I was younger, a lot younger, I had quite a few selling jobs in the real world. And some of them were, I was basically kind of in charge of myself, and others were like a more structured job. For instance, when I was working at Radio Shack. So keep this in mind that your blog is basically your internet property. Uh, let's see here. All right. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So what I noticed is if I put something up on Facebook, it has a certain lifetime, it's only going to last for so long before it gets buried in the Facebook archives or whatever. If I put something up that happens to um, alarm one of the bots that Facebook has going, and they can take the post down. Same thing on YouTube. If I throw up a video up on YouTube, anytime they want, for whatever reason they cite, they can take down my video. Um, these social media platforms, I've noticed a lot of people have their businesses based on them. And I know they're making a ton of money, but I wonder what would happen if Facebook or YouTube, Twitter, whatever platform they're on, just shut them down. They said they violated their terms and they shut them down. Okay. For this reason, this possibility, you really need to protect yourself. So, social media to really run your business is not good enough. It's a part of it. You really need to use it. However, it's not good enough. What you want is your property, something that you can throw up whatever you want, talk about whatever you want, say whatever you want. You know, that's basically so. A blog is the perfect vehicle for this. Now, you'll see some people will have a blog without having a front page, and it's just one long list of articles right after another. I decided I wanted a front page. So, as you can see, this is my banner, the title, my picture, so they know I'm a real person, and my logo. Okay. All of these graphics can be made in Canva. So, you can get Canva for free, and it's not a big deal. It's not one of those where they completely disable the program and says, it's free, it's yours free. but you can't really do anything with it. You can go into Canva free and um, make graphics just like this. And the reason why I use Canva and not GIMP or Photoshop or Illustrator, um, because Canva is a big time shortcut. It has a lot of pre-programmed functions that take a lot of the time-consuming work out of making images, and they even have a great way of animating the images and whatnot. So basically, this is my mission statement right here, and I think this is very important. $1,000 is landmark money, okay? And I feel from talking with a lot of people online that many people have yet to make their first $1,000 of profit online. And they've been struggling and struggling for years, and they make a little money here, they make a little money there, and they probably have a little bit of commission hanging out in all of these different accounts. But what it basically all boils down to is that if you can't get the money, if you're not getting paid, then you can't really count on that money. It's basically a dream, a maybe, until you make enough sales to where you can get that final payout. Um, Now, the key isn't just so that you can make your first $1,000. The key is so that you can continually making $1,000 until it's, instead of $1,000 every 4 months, it's $1,000 every 30 days. And then you can just scale up from there. A blog is your perfect place to set yourself up. So here's a little paragraph about what my mission is. And then as you can tell, boom, I start out featured blog posts. And these are all clickable. People can click on them and go directly to the article. Now, keep in mind, I am not finished with this blog yet. There's a lot of things, well, not a lot, but there's a few things I want to do with it. So these are the most, so I didn't want the page being all confused and overpowered. So it's just the last 4 blog posts I put out. So as you can tell, this is from like the last 4 days. Oh no, I'm behind. I'm way behind on scheduling stuff. So just hang out with me and then stalk me. I got this from Kim Ward. She has this on her site. I thought it was clever and funny, so I took it. And this is important. You want people to be able to reach out to you. So I have my YouTube channel on here, my private Facebook group. Um, this is to my newsletter that gives out free training and advice. And then, of course, my eBay store, because I'm a reseller and I sell on eBay all the time. It's seriously one of my favorite things to do. It's very enjoyable. And then, boom, down here again, I have a little sign up form, and they sign up and they get to, know what tools I'm using. And I provide training, and they can start making money as soon as they get this stuff up and running. And of course, I'll help them every step of the way. I fully believe that if you get someone into a program, they follow you. Like, I'm going to introduce some real, like, not real, but some really intense Pinterest training after this. And believe me, you're going to want to hear about it. Okay. So, so here's the thingy. Oh, I hate when this happens. It's like a brain fart. Just please bear with me for a second. I kind of got sidetracked. I'm really excited about Pinterest because I have asked other marketers, quote unquote, where they get their traffic from. And they say their list. How'd you build your list? Traffic exchanges and safe list mailers. But then they went out of their way to preface or to like say, hey, but we don't really do that anymore because We don't like how the business is. And they were heavy into the business previously, but things went really wrong for them, and they just either sold or shut them all down, except for a couple of their flagship ones. They had a pretty good training site that they still have open. Um, so even then, it's like, so then, okay, how do you get your traffic today? And they create content. They rely on content to attract traffic to them. And this confused me. I was really confused by this. Um, I didn't like it all that much, and it didn't make a lot of sense to me. And I've gone up to other people. I'm like, where do you get your traffic? They're like, oh, I get my traffic from Facebook. Really, what's your process? Basically, they go on Messenger and they bug the shit out of people. I don't want to do that. Pinterest is not a social media platform. It may seem like it is. People may think it is because you can share your pins with other members. And I know a lot of people personally in the real world who use Pinterest for recipe trading. They're just crazy about trading recipes. It's like they can't have enough recipes for whatever reason. Um, so if you want that targeted traffic, Pinterest is a graphical search engine, and that's the way people use it. So when you put your pins on Pinterest and you use good keywords and you're really talking to your audience, some pretty amazing things start to happen and traffic occurs. It's pretty exciting. I'm really excited about it. And I'm looking forward to do great things, not only for my blog, not only for my subscriber list, but also for my commissions. And it's already started to pay off, and I'm really excited about it. I'm expecting huge things from this. And of course, as we go along, as I make more videos, I will give you guys more information as things develop, because I'm super crazy proud of this. And if it works the way I think it will, um, it's just nuts. It's nuts. Now, why am I so excited? Because I know people who have taken the journey before me, they've taken the training before me, and it's doing very exciting things for them as well. So I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Because normally it's not just, normally it's like the top people. The top people get all the benefits. This is not that way. So, okay, enough of that. And plus, we're not talking traffic today. I think next week I will do a traffic video to show you guys how I'm getting traffic. Um, but okay, until then, let's take a look at the actual blog page itself. So this is just the front page. It's the top page. It kind of gives them an introduction and stuff like that. It shows them where I'm at online and where they can find me and what I'm doing specifically. So that's all pretty exciting. Okay, this is the actual blog. And as you can see, the actual blog page is just a list of blog posts starting from the most recent and then going down to the earliest. But what I wanted to point out to you guys is you got your graphic, you got your title, and then you go into the story. Now, if you notice, I have a video attached. And if I hit play, as you can see, it's one of my videos. You see me on screen just wiggling, just shaking away like I do. Okay. Um, Now, notice what I have below the video. My ads. These right here, my ads. Okay. And I'm actually going to put like a few more on here. And then I think, yeah. So what happens is whenever someone clicks on these ads, well, this is a free sign up here, but you can upgrade, and you should upgrade. It's awesome. But even if you don't upgrade, even if you're just using the free version, it is so functional. It is so useful. It will change your world. And then, of course, OneStream. I'm on OneStream right now. The reason why I choose OneStream over other services It's because, for one thing, OneStream is more reasonably priced. And for every price tier, you get a lot more with OneStream than you do on the other services. Plus, with OneStream, I can literally stream just about anywhere. I haven't really found a place I can't stream to yet. Pretty exciting. So that's why I highly recommend both of these. I seriously do. And now here's another one. I always start off with a graphic, a um, a title, and then of course a headline. Prefacing the paragraphs, and then a video. Okay, you always want to have something like this. You can't have too many graphics in one of these like this. And if you know how to use humor in a way that entertains people, you will be vastly successful at this. Unfortunately, I'm kind of socially awkward. I'm not really good with using humor, and I'm afraid to have AI write my jokes for me because I have a weird sense of humor. So that's for another discussion. But if you're good at using humor, if all your friends say you're hilarious and stuff like that, holy crap, you're going to do really well with this. Okay. And of course, here's my video. And it's always talking about the stuff that's here. And you're like, well, why bother with the text? Why not just have a video? Because bots can't crawl over a video. They can't look into a video and see what's up. But bots can read my text. So I'm always going to have text before the video. These are kind of short. I'm going to start practicing on making these a little bit longer. Just a little bit more detail, a little bit more information, because what I'm trying to do here is build credibility. you know. And if you notice right here, so this is all talking about Pinterest. This is talking about my experience with Pinterest so far and the training. And boom, here's an ad for the training right below the article. Okay. And then this is a picture. Some of these pictures, I need to go in and mess with the code a little bit to make the featured images more uniform. So some are small, some are big. I want them all to be pretty uniform to make the page look better. And this. Oh wait, no. Oh, are you serious? I was wrong about the order. June 12th, June 7th. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I'm sorry. I just got a little confused. So this is another brand I have with my friend Jeff. He's all the way over there in Indiana. I'm here in Southern California. And the two of us together do a show every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern called Two Guys Reselling. And here's the blog post I did to go along with the video. And as you can see, we're both in the video together. We're both in the video together. So this is another reason why I really enjoy um, OneStream, is because we can both be in the video together and stream. I stream to my platforms and to Jeff's platforms, and I upgraded to do that. But because I wanted more than 5 channels available. But even when I only had 5 channels available, I streamed to some of mine. I streamed to some of Jeff's. So I haven't used the extra one. I have some friends that might join us in the future, and I wanted to have that extra space available. Now, here's an article I did with um, artificial intelligence, and it went ahead and it wrote some of this out, and then it made these little slides for me. And I went ahead and used these slides in this video here, and I walk you through each one of the slides. And this was last week's Power of Content Marketing. Here, it's all about why you should. Like, according to HubSpot, 53% of marketers say blogging is their top content marketing priority. I want you to think about that for a second. According to HubSpot, which is massive, if you've never been to HubSpot, they're huge. 53% of marketers say that blogging is their top content marketing priority on top of social media marketing, on top of bugging people in messaging apps, and I can see why, because if a person comes here, especially a new person, now there are people out there who have way more experience than I do, like Russell Brunson. And he might come through here and he goes, oh, okay, it's kind of nice for a beginner. And here's one, .com Secrets Book Club Day. This is every Friday. So I, go into it a little bit. This is one of my favorite, most passionate things to do, because this book, .com Secrets, has helped me to really understand the specifics of internet marketing that separates someone who's successful from someone who's not successful. This book really breaks it down in detail. I'm so impressed with the book that I want to share it with everyone. And we're going through it from beginning to end. And it's part of my content, it's part of my blog. And look here, I have an ad where you can go ahead and purchase this. Now, if you notice my ads on all of they're different because the ad should really go with the article and the video. Okay, so if I'm selling, this here, they shouldn't be seeing ads down here for like vitamins or health club membership or anything like that if I'm not talking about it. And as you can see, I don't have the ads for, the Lead Sleep or One Stream like I did in the one where I'm actually talking about those items. Although since we're talking about content marketing itself, the content marketing presentation instead of because this picture here goes with this article here. This video, I have no ads underneath here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in and I'm going to put some content marketing tools ads down here, just because they match, they fit. So as you can see, for me, this is really a work in progress. I learn new stuff. I come back here, I tweak the crap out of this. Okay. So here's the situation. If you do not have a blog of some sort, it doesn't have to really look like mine. It just has to be a property on the internet that you yourself own. No one can take it away from you for whatever reason. Okay. You really should put one up. The cost for throwing up a blog is nominal. Okay. And if you guys want, I can show you how to go ahead and put up a blog. It's not very hard. If you want a blog like mine, you like the way I have it set up, and you want it except with your personal graphics in it and your story to match you. So you get this front page here set up, with your banner, your story, and then the featured blog post will grow as you make your blog posts, but in a 7-day week, you should at least have like 4 or 5 of them in here if you're going hard. If you're not going hard, just make 1 or 2 blog posts a week until you really get into the habit or can free up some time to do it more often. Your contact links here and then your advertising here. I can make one for you. It's not that big of a deal. So I offer that out there. I would really not I'd rather not charge for it, like charge you directly for it. However, I do have a couple of programs that if you sign up for, you purchase them, I will accept the commissions from the program as your payment, set you up with the blog, and then give you 1 year hosting. So essentially, you're getting the blog and the hosting for free. So just kind of think about that for a second, let that sink in. If you're interested, you could just leave me a comment. You can private message me. You can come to my website. An easy name to remember on your website. You don't want to make the name for the website complicated. Succeedwithchris.com. It's that simple. And as you can see, it is a secured site. I do have SSL securities on here. Certificates on here, and I do not use anything that is insecure. I don't use any insecure messages. So everything is secure. Everything is HTTPS. That is very important. If you're going to put up a blog, you want it to be secure. Now, later on, if I wanted to, I could add a store to this blog. Okay. Although I'm seriously considering Shopify to do that, just because Shopify integrates with Pinterest. So and it's kind of funny how this works. Follow me here. I have an eBay store. Okay. I also have a store on both Mercari and Poshmark. And if you don't know about those sites, that's okay. It's not really important now. Just know I sell on 3 different online venues. I can open up a Shopify store and use a listing management software, and it will take all of my eBay listings and throw them into my Shopify store. Now, this is huge because what that does is it frees me up of a bunch of time because the software is doing it all for me. And then, boom, I have a Shopify store, and then Pinterest will have me as a verified merchant on their platform, which will essentially drive a lot more traffic to my Shopify store, bringing up those sales. So one of the reasons why I said eBay's the best thing ever, I'm going to sell on eBay, was because number one, I did not have to put up my own e-commerce site. Number two, I did not have to worry about promoting my listings, advertising them, or anything like that. eBay handled it all for me and charges me a small fee for that. And I pay that happily. I happily pay that because they save me all kinds of trouble. Because that's what that is. Advertising an eBay store is kind of insane. Promoting those listings on Google and Facebook and other platforms is kind of insane because they sell out, and they sell out kind of rapidly. And you really got to keep on top of that stuff. Otherwise, you're paying for ads to get clicks to listings that are already sold and no longer relevant. Yeah, I know. It's all right. So I'm wrapping this whole thing up today. So honestly, if you want to put up your own site, it's seriously not that hard. One of the best hosts I've ever had was HostGator. Now it's not there yet, okay, but I will drop a link to get a very special deal on some HostGator hosting, okay. So this is a top-notch company. I have used them before, and one of the best features about them is they have cPanel hosting, okay? And you can start out with a really, really, really small site in the beginning, and then you can grow from there, all right? They're always running specials, especially to attract new customers. The reason is they know that when they attract these new customers, they usually stay with them for a long, 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 long time. So I would recommend this host highly. But if you're using SiteGround hosting, if you're using something like Divi and you really want your stuff to be fast, you might want to consider SiteGround hosting. Now, the problem with SiteGround over HostGator, and I'll put a link to both of them, okay? They both have very similar features, although I feel if you're using a site that's database intensive and you're using graphically rich things like Divi, this puts extra load on your website and it'll put extra lag time on your website. So the bad thing about this is they seem to have all the good stuff, right? And they do have one-click install, which is super cool. And they're not lying. Okay, they're ultra-fast server setup, premium Google Cloud. None of this is an exaggeration. It's all good to go. But the thing about it is no cPanel. They've got their own control panel. It's not cPanel. So, if you're doing a Google search to figure something out, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult. What I did like about it, though, is the sites do come with a free SSL certificate. And I thought that was pretty awesome. So you can start off with a free site. Now, like HostGator, both of these companies have very highly rated tech support. Their tech support is 24/7. I think they both do money back guarantees, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure HostGator has a money back guarantee. To be very honest with you, I personally never, ever, ever had to take advantage of it. Same thing with these guys here. I've never had to take advantage of it. I've used both of these companies, which is why I can give my opinion on both of them. Which one is better than the other? It just depends on your habits. And if you are like, you gotta have cPanel, then go with HostGator. If you don't really care about cPanel because you're kind of new to all this, but you want to be taken by the hand and been shown stuff, go ahead and use SiteGround. Okay, so anyway, right now they're running a special 80% off with free site transfer, and this can handle the Divi builder and the Divi themes. Well, the Divi theme comes with the Divi builder, but because it's working a builder, it puts more load on the server. I use it, I love it because it makes it really easy to put up a blog post. I'll show you. So here's my panel. I'm going to go over to posts. This, by the way, is WordPress. I love WordPress. I will use WordPress for as long as there's a WordPress, okay? And as you can see back here, these are my posts. I don't have a lot. This, what I'm doing right now is new. I took off all the Hive cryptocurrency stuff from here, and I completely changed everything. The front page, the design, I changed everything, okay? But we're going to make a new post. We're going to add new post, right? So we're going to add new. I'm going to put the title in, but I'm going to make the title of this video. So let's open this. Okay, so I wanted to open up over here and content marketing, credibility. So basically, when I make a video, I want the name of my blog post to be the same name or the same title as the video, okay? I think personally it helps with SEO, search engine optimization. And if you do that properly, now don't go out and spend a bunch of money learning search engine optimization and stuff like that. There's a lot of YouTube videos about it. There's a lot of free information about it that you can just pick up on it. And there's people like me doing videos that'll show you, what to do, like, make sure the titles match. And this is a keyword rich title. Content marketing, beginners, and credibility are all searchable words. Credibility, not as much as these other three, okay? The 1 and the 4 are non-consequential. Now I'm going to save the draft, and then I'm going to hit Use Divi Builder. And it's going to take me here. Now, instead of showing me a blank page, it's going to ask me, build it from scratch, choose a pre-made layout, or clone an existing page. So let's say you're like, ooh, I really like the way this looks, so I'm going to clone this post. Okay. But what I really like is the pre-made layouts. I'm not exaggerating. They literally have 317 layout packs, 2,331 total layouts. Total layouts means pages. That's what that means. Okay, so I'm going to go through here real quick and try to pick something that looks halfway decent. Oh, that's good news. That's good news. Thank you so much, Kim. Kim is just unbelievably awesome. And I'm going to get to that just in a second. You know what? I'm just going to basically, you're going to spend a lot more time going through all these layouts and looking at them. But like Bagel Shop, I'm just going to click on this. And it's got, well, the menu page, yeah, don't worry about it. It's got a contact page, an about page, a blog page, a landing page, and a home page. Okay. So if I hit blog, and oh, that's not a blog post, that's the whole blog page. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing the whole blog page. So I'm just going to click out of this. Let's take a look at conference, landing, pricing, about. Ooh, about looks good. Events. Again, the blog page is like multiple blogs. The home page, I'm going to use none of those because they don't match anything I want to use. I don't really use a lot of these layout packs. I like making my own. I'm going to hit landing page on this one. It looks interesting. But when I click on it, I don't have to use it. I can do a live demo, and it'll show me what it looks like. See? The pricing and blah, 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 and the design and everything. So all I would have to do is go through there and replace some of that stuff. This is their blog, and this is how their posts are designed on this particular package. Oh, page not found. Hit that back button. Oh, I see. They're just examples. They're not clickable. They don't lead to anywhere. Okay, so that was the demo. So let's just use the landing page. And it's going to take its sweet time. Actually, I've got a lot going on the computer right now. We're creating this video, and it's actually going to 3 social media platforms. So, everything I do while making the video takes about twice as long as when I do it on its own. Okay. So as you can see, everything is in its own little box. So 1, 2. Okay. I kind of think that's interesting how they have it offset like that. And then a little blurb, contact, team features. So you can really look at this. For instance, I'm not using this part here. So this whole section, I'm trashing it. I'm trashing this whole section here. I'm trashing this, trashing that. Well, I like primary features. Take it on the go. We're not doing that. Bye-bye. We're not doing teams. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Build your credibility. Now, see how this word is too big, doesn't fit properly? I could either remove this and this will be, or I can just highlight this one word. There we go. And that's not going to work either. So what I need to do is go into the control, and this is paragraph text, build your credibility. Go into design, text. All I need to do is make this a little bit smaller. So let's go 1, 2, 3. Oh, usually it does it live. Oh, it didn't change it at all. Hang on for a second. Content, it's a paragraph. So that's usually text. Let's look at the code. Oh, it's a header. It's header 1. Okay. So go to design, heading text. This makes more sense now. See how it's 80 pixels? That's crazy. We're just going to reduce this. Now see how that's shrinking? Here, I'll move this. I'm not going to be able to hit the button, but I'm going to move the slider over until credibility is on one line. But do we really want the... Honestly, I don't think a period is necessary in a title or a sub. Hit the wrong key. Or a subtitle. There we go. Okay, and then I can just build your credibility and just type stuff in like, having your own... Nothing builds more credibility. I really need to learn how to spell that word. Nothing builds more credibility faster than having your own blog. Boom. Period. I put the period there. And I'm done here. Now, of course, you don't want to see me do all this crazy stuff and blah, blah, blah. But features, we can just get rid of that word features. Just throw that away. And primary features can be changed to how a blog creates credibility, or feature your expert experience. There we go. All right. Feature your expert experience. That's a nice little subtitle tagline. Now, you may not like these little things here. All of this can go away, so that you have just one. Or I could just make this the video, and all I would have to do there is hit that. Oh, no. If I want to make this feature, this here, into a video, what I really need to do is get rid of it. So I would kill it. And then, you know what? Actually, I don't want this to be 3 different sections, so I'm going to kill the whole thing. We're going to put in a new row, a single row, and I'm going to hit VI because it'll go right to video. Here we go, video. And then what I'm going to do is hit that little wheel and go to insert from URL. When I'm finished making this video and YouTube's finished rendering it, I'll just put the URL right in here, and it'll show you, you know what, I'm just going to pick one of these from the past. I'll show you how it plops. See, and it plops it in there. Insert in the post. Ignore this. Don't let this scare you, okay? Hit the check, and boom, here we go. And then all you have to do, this would be a great place to put in your different ads, but all of this can go away. You saw me how I easily got rid of stuff that did not belong. You just hit the garbage can and the whole section goes away. This is a little glitch right here. I think the reason why is I have this in settings hardwired to show this particular advertisement for me. So it's showing me the one that shows up when the page is published and the one that's available. Yeah, it's kind of weird. You're always going to want to save draft. Now, I don't want to publish this because I want to come back and make changes. But as long as you save the draft, you're able to do that. Now, remember before when I was talking about targeted traffic? This is a no joke. I'm really sorry for going over, guys. I apologize for this, okay? So I do not buy a lot of training. I'm of the mindset that we truly have enough information. We just need to act upon that information, okay? However, I know nothing about Pinterest. I thought I did. I thought it was just another weird social media platform. That was their twist, how they're different from Facebook and Twitter and whatnot. So, Kim, I get her newsletter, I get her emails, and she's interesting because her emails are a combination of story, uh, facts, like, how to do better in selling online. And then there's not always an offer, but sometimes there is. And she's been talking about, I've been reading her emails, listening to her talk about Twitter for about 2 weeks. It was like, not Twitter, I'm sorry, Pinterest. Pinterest this, Pinterest that, all this different stuff. So she put out a free training on Pinterest. Um, and I took the training and I was super impressed. It was a combination of tech and common sense use. And that blew my mind. Normally, when I go in for a training, it's either tech or it's common sense use. And I was especially impressed with her technical knowledge about Pinterest. And she's not just an insanely good marketer who uses Pinterest to get all the targeted traffic she could ever want. It's insane. And these things we're talking about now, if you notice, Kim also has a blog, and she has a blog that has a homepage. Okay, this is her homepage. She just starts out just giving stuff away. She's like, here's the homepage. Get this for yourself so you can be authentic. And then here's my story. So you can get to know her a little bit. And then you can share this, or let's connect. And she puts all of her social stuff here. And then we can comment, blah, blah, blah. It's all good. And then her blog. The blog is super important. If you go through and you read a few of these articles, you will realize very, very, very quickly that Kim is she's a no nonsense, successful marketer. That's the best way to put it. And her emails and her articles are written like she's talking directly to you, which is super important. And again, if you can learn how to do that, here we go. Here's something that overlaps with what we're actually talking about. The basics of content creation for entrepreneurs. And she just goes into it. Define your target audience, choose your content formats, create valuable and engaging content, optimize your content. Consistency is key. Content creation is powerful. So as you can see, her article is similar to mine, We're both telling you what to do. We're numbering our points, but we're doing it in a different way. I chose a more graphical way to represent the information, and she chose more of a straight, this is the text, these are the facts, here you go. I really like this, the way this is presented, the related posts. I like this way better than what I have on my site. My site is recent posts that are here to the right. This isn't bad, but it would look better if it was graphical. Graphical just looks way, 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 way better. Okay. And then the previous post and the next post, kind of like that a lot too, because I don't have that on mine. As you can tell, there's no real, like if you go to this post here to check out the whole thing, when you go to the bottom of it, you can leave your comments, but there's no navigation. So I'd really like to put some navigation in mine as well. Okay. But she's the one that comes up with this unbelievable Pinterest training. And I'm going to have to come back and edit this video. And, oh, actually, you know what? It's the top. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it's the top link. It's the very first link. If you're watching this on Facebook, again, it's the very first link that you see. So you should be able to get to the training, and anyone who buys her training, I will set your blog up, teach you how to put in a blog post, and give you 1 year hosting for free. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And if you want me to formalize that offer, go ahead and drop me a private message or leave it in the comments. Okay, so this video went way over time. It's like twice as long as I had planned it out to me. I kind of got caught up in showing you guys how to make that one quick blog post. So there you have it. Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun for me to do. And the minute we get off here, I'm going to go ahead and start working on all of this stuff. Plus, I have all my reselling duties to do and all of that. So I've got a full day ahead of me. If you want, please don't forget to like, give us a good thumbs up, subscribe, because we run this type of content all the time. And click those links on the bottom there, just for fun, just for giggles. Definitely sign up for the newsletter so you're not missing out on anything, especially giveaways. When I do a giveaway, it's going to be through the newsletter. So take that into consideration. Or in the private Facebook group. Those are the two places where I'll do it, because those are the areas where I know, okay, they're so interested, they committed to the group or they committed to the newsletter. So I know they want to take that next step, because I hate pestering people. I don't like bothering people. And this is the type of thing that I really don't have to sell. It basically sells itself. All right, y'all, it's Wednesday, only 2 more days in the week. Keep up all the good work.